Ladies. So a couple of weeks ago, there was a big brouhaha between Master P and his son Romeo with regards to money and blah blah blah. I really don't care. But one of the things that was discussed in the community was about nepotism. And not only are we as Black people talking about nepotism and being a Nepo baby, but white people are talking about it as well. Uh, this actually article came out January 7th with regards to 12 Nepo babies of big businesses and how the family connections that they had helped them get to the top. And what is a Nepo baby here? A Nepo baby or nepotism baby is someone whose career has benefited from family connections. Let me tell you something, ladies. I am a Nepo baby, right? The job that I have today is because of nepotism, because my mother worked with and actually was the bookkeeper for the gentleman who's my boss today. And she helped him through a lot, through a tough time in his life, including help to save his marriage. And he always credits my mother to helping him save his marriage. And it's public information he shared with groups of people. So I'm not saying anything, that is not public. But because of nepotism, I have the opportunity that I have today with this company that is hopefully potentially going to bring in quite a bit of money and opportunity in the real estate community for me. But I also want to say that you, as a Black woman, if you want to have children, preferably within marriage, you want a father for that child who can create that child into a Nepo baby as well. We as Black women need to have more Nepo babies, more nepotism babies. I remember listening to a podcast, and there was a gentleman who was a Black male, and I guess his son was fully Black, I'm guessing, but his son was 6'7". And his son is 17 years old. He's 6'7". I guess he's intimidating, probably a big guy because the guy who was given the podcast was a big guy, right? And the gentleman, the father, talked about the fact that his son was going from restaurant to restaurant to restaurant at 17 years old. There would be help wanted signs in the windows, and he would walk in and say, "I'd like a job. Can I get an application?" And every place he went to, they turned him down. And the first thing that I thought as I was listening to that was, well, what is the family going to do in order to buy a business so that this young man can work in it or, um, you know, foster some sort of nepotism so that he can start his own business and be able to not have the door slammed in his face. I think that a lot of Black people do not really think strategically about the fact that we want Nepo babies. We laughed at Master P and Romeo and, kikied about it, but I want to know what you think about this. I really do think that you, especially again, you as younger women who want to have children, um, thinking about the fact that you want those children to be Nepo babies, you want your child to have an unfair advantage, you want your child to be able to get a job because their father knows the right person or their father is the right person. I wouldn't run from that. I don't suggest you run from that either. Again, I always tell you, don't marry the $200,000 asshole, right? Just because a guy makes a lot of money doesn't mean he is going to be a good father to your children. However, you do want to try to find somebody who can put your children in a position to succeed. So that is it for me. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Ladies, do you own a small business? Want to get grants for business loans, credit cards, or other types of funding? Then click my link in the description to get all the information.